So hi there, this is me, Ayurvedic Shakti and ASMR Whispering Spirit, and I'm getting back to the videos, I think, slowly. I filmed the fire recently, and there was a little cat who was left when her owner passed away in the fire. So she then moved in here, or I discovered her out here 3 weeks later. I didn't think she survived, or maybe it was the neighbor's cat, I wasn't sure even, so. But she survived, but almost only because she was an indoors cat. And when I saw her, she was just skin and bones. Now she have really recovered very well, and I look like a normal cat now, but she was just bones, and now she's just laying there looking at me. Sweet. She's so cute. Sometimes I get scared of her though. Well, anyway, so I just grabbed some rice that I've cooked when I saw her from the window. I ran out and tossed that to her because she looked so freaked out, scared. Her eyes were larger than her head, sort of. And then I walked away a bit, and she just jumped to that rice and ate it, and she was chewing on some leaves before when I saw her, because she wasn't good at capturing birds or such, I guess. But then we tested some things to capture in. We managed to get hold of something you can catch foxes in or such. And now she heard someone in the stairs. When she first got in here, she growled every time she heard some of my neighbors, but now she doesn't do that. And she doesn't hide, she just walk away a bit and yeah. And then also when she heard bagpipes, she growled. She didn't like them when I had them on YouTube. Well, anyways, there was some news, I think, with bagpipes from this Veteran Day or Memorial Day, or what it's called. Yeah. So then it took quite some time, a week at least, I think. And she had a young neighbor who was up all nights, and he was so sweet. And he and his friends went out, checked the thing we were going to have capture in at night then, and then we took shifts every other hour or such to see if she was there, and eventually she was, and she was so scared to begin with. I had her here in my bathroom, and I'm not allowed to have animals here, but they didn't have anywhere to place her. Those animal protections, they were full everywhere, and they couldn't take care of her. So, and she sat for I think 6 or 8 hours or something, just with her head in the corner, just all stiff, didn't move. And then every time I was in there anyway, she sat in the same position. And then I saw that she ate something or had moved, because she had been eaten something that I had there for her. And then I sat there reading a book or something on the floor, and something and she dared to eat when I was in there and so on. And next time she said a little bit tiny meow, sort of very softly to see if I responded. And when I said, yeah, come here or something in Swedish, then, but she just jumped in my lap and she threw herself at me like I didn't think she would maybe ever get cozy, but she's super cozy. So she kind of was clinging to my belly, holding herself to me, so that I had to like have her with me everywhere. And then I opened up so she could discover the rest of the apartment, and she didn't want to go into the other rooms without me going with her. She was like a little dog. Yeah. And and she immediately like was laying on her back and stretching herself out, and she was really comfortable then. But I think she used to sleep around her mom's, if you say, or owner's head, which I don't allow because I'm a bit allergic to her. I discovered, but I cope better now than I did the first days. Actually, I think maybe also there was some mold or something from she was living underneath the house these weeks when she was after the fire. Or actually, she, as I've heard, she went up to the roof. The firefighters couldn't capture her, and then she must have fallen down or something, or found a way down. Probably fallen somewhat when she was very hungry or thirsty and such. Yeah, and so she's so cute looking at me all the time now. Yeah, she likes when I whisper or when I speak softly very much. And she also likes to listen to Whispering Canadian, as I do, which is good. It would be horrible if she was growling at those things that I love, or other whispers as well. If there is a new voice, though, she reacts like what at first. If it's someone hiding and whispering, I don't know. Yeah. But so she always wants to sleep around my head. So I put her away a bit, so, but still she kind of rules my life right now. It's so totally different from a Labrador. I've had cats before, and also what I said in a video not long ago about that if you judge something, you probably end up doing that same thing or being in that situation yourself, so you can understand it better. And that have been one lesson that I have learned over and over and over, or I absolutely not learned because I do it still. So, but this was one of the things. I've always been against having indoors cats because I think they should be out. I mean, it's their life. They are half wild, sort of, although tamed. I mean, it feels like you are there. You keep them, what do you say, not hijacked, or, yeah, well, kidnapped, sort of. If they can't walk freely how they wish to do. So, anyway, I have arranged everything here. I'm packing also, I'm moving, but everything so she can have somewhere to climb and so on. But I feel a little bit bad that she's indoors, although she's used to being that, but still. I'm glad she is alive and well. But yeah, I was very much against that before, having indoors cats. And I never ever considered having that myself. And also in town, to have them outdoors is also risky. I mean, it's always risky. There are wild animals and whatnot, but I mean, not in town, but even in the countryside and such. So anything can happen to them, obviously, but still, I mean, I think they should be as free as possible. But here there are also strange people torturing animals around and all kinds of stuff, So it doesn't feel good, especially with an indoors cat who is not used to all the sounds and things outdoors. All the other cats that I've had have been very used to being outdoors. So, and they lived everywhere and managed fine, but and moved with me everywhere as well. But now then, I suddenly have an indoors cat myself, and as I started to mention, when I move now, I will be able also to have the Labrador, and she loves cats. My dad have 2 cats, and she loves those. So she will be really happy. I'm not sure this one would be as happy. Yeah, when they get to know each other, I guess. And she's calmer now, the Labrador. And yeah, she was very pushy when she was younger. So, but with these, especially this, she was just 1 kilo when, she had been indoors for like maybe a week then, and we had fed her outdoors as well, since I saw her with cat food and such. But now I guess she weighs a bit more, but she's very tiny, and also the way you touch her so softly, and that's so different. The Labrador, she wants me to really massage her hard, and then she gets very, very happy, and all other things are so different. If I say something to this one, I must have forgotten how it was, or maybe this one is very different from cats that I had, because when I say, come here, sometimes she comes, but sometimes she just stops and just pretend not to hear me, or walk in another direction entirely, or doesn't show herself at all. But yeah, they're really charming, but it's very different. And also, now I think Labradors are worse than other dogs, even when it comes to food. But she would eat anything, but here I can leave anything, because this one wouldn't touch it if it wasn't super nice. Even the cat food, she really chews what she likes. That's good. So, I'm started to train her a bit now with her little, actually today she had this little kind of box, sort of, she have a lot of boxes now because I'm packing stuff, and she likes that. Obviously cats do. But she have a traveling bag, you could say, of it's not those most hard ones which you could clean them in the shower and such, which would be good. I will get one of those later, but still, when I move, I will have to put her in that one. So now she tried really to push herself out, but she was, at least she didn't bite me or scratch me. And I closed it for a while. There is a little, what is it called? Some people want to hear that in ASMR videos. Which you have on your jeans and everything. I don't know the English word right now. But anyway, then I left her and went to get the food she likes, and was going to give her that so she combines it with good food. When I put her there, it's just that she waits a second for me to go and get the good food then. But she tried to scratch herself out of there immediately. And then I opened, but she was as calm when I opened and let her out. She was just cozy as before, so she wasn't scared of me, luckily. And yeah. So, but I don't think she will be comfortable inside of, I mean, if she can't get out. She likes to crawl into everything if she can get out of there, but still I need to make her a little bit more comfortable to take her in a car and everything. It would be enough scary, I guess. So if she is not afraid of the box itself, it may be better for her. So, and also I thought about my channels and stuff, and it's like a little bit, it's like having a little baby suddenly. I mean, it's enough work this, so I'm really happy it's not a baby actually, but I've just forgotten how much work it is with a little cat. It really changed my life upside down, although it's not a lot compared to a little puppy or so, because I've been looking at and longing for puppies as well. I mean, some years from now or such, but now I hesitate. Well, we will see. But when I have moved, as I said, I will take care of the Labrador as well. I mean, she's older now, so I guess maybe a few times a week at least or so, or maybe every day on the weeks, because he's the owners there. One need to go home at lunchtime from work and such if she's home. So, and she's very social. She doesn't like to be alone at all. So, well, we will see. But anyway, looking forward to have her around again. I have missed her so much these past years when they suddenly said that I couldn't have her. So that will be good. And about my channels, I thought about on this Ayurvedic Shakti channel to have maybe soft spoken ones, and on the, but I forget how I talk, so it won't be easy to do it that way. But yeah, I repeat that. But anyways, so I will try to whisper on the ASMR, since it's called Whispering Spirit. Then I guess it's suitable to whisper there. I need to divide these channels somehow, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because it seems silly to have two channels with just the same top. I mean, if they are totally the same. So that's what. It's nothing much happening here, and also my addictions. I've talked about them before a lot. Is that they have ruled my world until now, and it's better, much better. I maybe sleep a little bit, but it's far from how it have been ever before. So that's good. I have decided that it's enough now. I mean, I've decided that since I was very young, but still I feel like it cannot take more of my life now. I've been enslaved by it. It have taken so many opportunities away from me and such, so I won't allow it to keep doing that. So, but that takes a lot of energy and focus and so on, because then I need to really be prepared and also not put myself in certain situations where I lose control, where I know I lose control. If I push myself too far, especially when it's more fragile in the beginning, before I have the new patterns more. So, and also I read, there is one thing that I've always wanted, not always, but since I read the first book, I guess it was like 2001 or something like that. I read it, I wrote it in the book, and I still have that book when I bought it, and so on. It was in Gothenburg. I was waiting for my good friend Matthias, who's always late, and I was so pissed, and then I was going into this where they have old books and such. It's not that old, that book, but anyways, just to do something meanwhile I was waiting, and I was so angry, and then I just stumbled upon that Pearl by Thich Nhat Hanh. So I'm so happy he was late. Since then I'm never disturbed if someone is late, because I know that something very wonderful can happen that wouldn't have happened if that person came in time then. So that was the first book I started to read. I think it's just about Buddhism, a way to freedom and happiness or something it's called. And since then I have listened and read some other things. And actually I copied, a long time ago, I also copied all these vows and all the things, the meditations and Dharma talks and everything from Plumville village where he have his monastery. I could never actually be in a monastery, but I've always been drawn to it. I know a Catholic nun as well here in Sweden, since I also was very young. And I used to go there sometimes and sit early in the morning, listen to them reciting. It was very peaceful. It's some peace about it I have always been very drawn to. But then again, and poverty wouldn't be an issue, I think, for me, but obeying, celibacy, I don't think I could do any of those two. So I guess they would be as hard, both of them, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so, and even in Buddhist monasteries, you need to follow those. And no, I'm too much of a free spirit, and so on. So, but I've thought about it also, since I checked up also a long time ago what would be needed and so on, and you can't have any debts and so on. You need to get rid of those until you can apply to try whatever it's called, to be an apprentice or whatever. But I don't have any debts at all, so I could in that way. But why I'm talking about this now is that, I'm sorry, I'm like that. Someone wrote that some time ago, that it was listening to a bowl of spaghetti. I know, that was a good expression, actually. Well, so, some sounds outside. Yeah, I think Nhat Hanh, he's 88 years now, and he had a bleeding in his brain, pretty severe, I guess, but still they figure he will recover fully. I really hope he does, but he's that's where I started about the dream. Of all people in the world, I guess there is another one now who is like 4 times as young. Would that be right? Yeah, that would be right, I guess. Whom I would like to meet even more. But aside from him, Thich Nhat Hanh have always been someone I would really, it's like, it would be such a dream to meet him, to just sit beside him in his aura field, be close to that energy of him. Wow. Even since I read that first book, I've been totally blown away by this loving spirit. And also you have explained Buddhism in a way that I really feel, I don't know, it matches me well, the way he describes it. Many things, anyways, not maybe everything. So, So at least I hope he will stay here in the world. Good thing with the Bodhisattvas, and I mean, I don't know, there may be different teachings about this as well, and I'm also very drawn to the Tibetan Buddhism, since they work with spirits. I mean, they work like shamans, and some other things in the Tibetan Buddhism, when they work with tools and such. I feel related to that since I've been in Vika for let's see, for how long? 5th of December, it's since 98 that I was initiated. So, but then I was ordained and so on years before, but yeah, you count. I'm not good at math anyways, but it's a while. Yeah. I'm counting. That's why I'm quiet. I'm really stupid when it comes to numbers and then math. I'm really, 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 really stupid. I could say anything. It's just, but I know that's right anyway. So you can count it a while back. So, and then therefore, I totally love that. And also I love those when they sing with those deep voices in Tibetan Buddhism. Oh, I think it's lovely. And the mantras and all kinds of teachings from there as well. But yeah, when it comes to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the good thing with Bodhisattvas is that they promise to stay in the world until everyone have been liberated and freed from suffering. And I could consider him a Bodhisattva, if not a Buddha. And I admire him. Oh, I admire him so much. And I think maybe I will have to do some videos about that as well. I have not gone through my videos yet, the ones that I have done, and thought about going through them too. I have like over 1,000 videos. And I haven't, I don't know when I will even have the energy or the lust to look through them, but yeah, I thought about doing that so I can choose which ones I want to have uploaded, because some of them are just, I don't feel good having them up. But there are some of the old ones that I want to redo as well. For example, the books that I got from Whispering Canadians. I will do them in a good way. I don't know what would be a good way, but I think I haven't done them justice. So yeah, some other things. And also I want to keep doing readings. Although some attack it, I will try to just breathe and let them have their opinion and just let it be. I mean, there will always be people, sometimes trolls, but also those just believe in a different way and think that what I do is very wrong and evil, and well, I guess I would just have to accept that that's their opinion and I'm free to choose my way. So yeah. Anyway, so I hope he will stay, Thich Nhat Hanh. I really hope he will stay in this physical form, but I mean, when it's time to go, he will go, but I will feel such a loss, actually, although I know he will be more present probably when he leaves this world. But yeah, these last days have been really, really in my mind, and I wish that I would have had, but I mean, everything is as it should or as it have to be in some way, I guess. But that I would have maybe had a better focus and not been so enslaved by these addictions that I've had, so ruled by that, so that I could have maybe gone there to France and and visit Plum Village and met him, but maybe, who knows, he may live for a long time, and hopefully, and maybe, but anyway, I can meet him in spirit and be close to his spirit. So that's one thing I want to do. I want to spread some of his teachings through this channel as well. Read something from his books or talk about things he have shown, because it's very much ASMR in it as well. For me, long before I knew what ASMR was, he touched this mindfulness, is kind of his thing very much, and in some ways that is very close to ASMR. It's when you really do, when you talk about peeling an orange and eating an orange in a mindful way, or these tea ceremonies, for example, or just walking mindfully, kissing the earth with each step you take, and yeah, it's just so beautiful. So he's so beautiful. So that have been a lot on my mind lately. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say. I wanted to do some little update and just say hello and say that I'm here, and I'm not sure if I will go back to... I don't think I will go back to doing certain days, because that will be good for you, probably those who like to listen to me. But at least to keep the videos coming frequently again. I would really love to do that to you who like it, and leave your sweet comments. But if I push myself into a certain day, then it can become troublesome, especially since I got this mic. I like to use the mic. It's not a very fancy mic, but it's better sound, I think, sometimes at least, than with just a phone. So, but it was much simpler just using the phone. I could just upload it. Now I have to patch it together first. It's not very complicated when I listen to the other people who do ASMR videos, and just, oh my god, the work they put into it. And it's not always better, actually. Sometimes it's really, really brilliant and so admirable, but it's not always what counts. At least for me, someone who do their first ASMR video with just... I think it's about the mindfulness, actually. Someone turning pages a little bit in a book, or using no fancy equipment at all, and they can just give me the hugest tingles. So, or ASMR, whatever you like to call it. Yeah. So this is not very complicated, what I do, but still I do have to first patch it together with the video to be able to upload it, the sound on YouTube, and then mix it with something on YouTube as well. If I don't have a video ready that is that length of time and so on, I could upload it directly from the computer, but it takes many hours of work to do it this way. It's not really a lot of work, it's more that it takes a lot of time. Obviously you can do other things meanwhile, but still, I mean, yeah, it was easier. And if something goes wrong, then sometimes when you listen to it afterwards, you hear that it was not good, it was too close or whatever, and you only hear that when you listen after you have actually done all the stuff. So then if you have to start over, it's So therefore also I think it's better to have it a little bit more free than that, so that I do it whenever I feel drawn to it. Or I think I need to have some structure, otherwise I won't do it at all, because I'm a bit lazy, I guess, also, and comfortable. So because although mostly all around here is very, very sweet and super, super sweet, amazingly sweet, still to do videos is to put yourself out there, and I really appreciate that, since I've done it a bit myself. Although I'm almost only met sweetness, many people meet much more kind of harassment and stuff, and yeah, everyone who do videos, I think it takes a lot of strength and guts to do that, because you need to absorb some. You don't need to absorb the shit, but anyways, you get that reflection back sometimes too, and I mean, if you just do it for fun and everything, it could be very easy to just let it go, because you can have fun without getting that reaction in other ways. So, but I want to do that. I want to continue, because I really enjoy it myself. I really, really enjoy it, and I have never felt that I give back by doing ASMR videos, because although I call them ASMR so that people can find them, still I have a hard time, I mean, to see myself as doing ASMR videos. I see myself as just someone making videos or audios often, with not a lot of focus even. So, but still, anyone who does videos still need to, I mean, still is open out there. So so yeah, I think about that a lot more now when I listen to people who have their stuff up there. And it takes much more than you think before you start to do them yourself, actually, but it gives a lot more as well. So it's totally worth it. It is, yeah. So maybe I should just stop rambling now. I just wanted to talk, although it's not the telephone book I'm reading or something. Maybe I will. I don't know. And I have a few other ideas as well. I know the things that I've promised to do and such. I will get back to those. And of course, using the cards, because that have kind of become my thing, and I still don't like to be in the camera myself so much. So, but also to actually go through each deck, just not doing readings, but go through each deck and to talk about the different cards and various ways of using them and so on. I don't know. Maybe that could be both entertaining, maybe, or relaxing and what do you say? Educational, like a teaching of sorts. So I've had that in my mind for a long time. Maybe just reading from the booklets or books that accompany the decks. Because I think I would love to find a video like that. Because I'm much more like a listener than a reader. I don't really like to read stuff. I don't have the... I don't like... I have a hard time concentrating, I think. If I do other things meanwhile I read, I can read. But if I just read, my mind just go in other directions. But when I listen to videos, like documentaries or ASMR videos, if they are not too relaxing, if they are really, really relaxing, then I can't grasp the content of what people say. so I don't learn much, I don't think. Maybe my subconscious do. But yeah, I enjoy to listen to information, just listen to information that comes in a relaxing way, which it often does in documentaries, actually, or when they interview people or whatever. I find them kind of a bit ASMR-y, actually, sometimes, compared to like news or stuff like that, because or like other programs, or it's such a hectic way of speaking and shouting, and it's just, I don't enjoy listening to that often. So maybe someone else also would like that. And I like also things to be a bit in depth. To touch the surface of things is not really me. So, I mean, I can relax so much to short videos, just touching onto something, but if it have also some deeper meaning or connection, actually the ones that I love the best is those rambly ones, actually. So, but I don't think I would like mine. but when people talk about their own experiences or their day, even, it doesn't have to be like interesting in the sense that something extraordinary happened. It could be like, I don't know what they ate. Well, now I'm a food addict, but not maybe that, but yeah, actually anything, just random stuff, but connected to their own reality, and or how they feel or what they think, or so on. I like that absolute best. But then second, I think, comes those videos with some information. The videos with just sounds, I can get a little bit ASMR from them, but if they are not connected with voice and or I can see touch, that also does it a lot for me. But if they are not connected to some information of sorts, I get bored. I get really bored. I can't listen to sound videos for a long time, like 3 minutes tops or something, and then I'm out. I try to sometimes because I kind of enjoy the sound, but now I can't do that for a long time. Anyways. And also, as I said before, those who do this binaural, if you pronounce it that way, I like to listen to it sometimes. Actually, I could listen to... I enjoy it almost as much without it. But if I see someone, there are those who are really good at... Massage ASMR is really good at doing it in a very subtle way, so he doesn't move like back and forth like crazy, but... so that one I like. But when it comes to others that I mean, if they just have the sounds, then I think it still would be a bit stressful for me, for my brain, if it moves back and forth. I want it to be still. I want the stillness and the peace and the calm, and that gives me most ASMR. If it moves, then I start to move as well, inside, sort of. And so I like the most simplistic, or what do you say? Yeah, ASMR videos, actually. Those give me the most ASMR, the most tingles. And I miss the ones that I found in the beginning. They were mostly those with maybe pictures and voice and such, and I so much enjoy those. But yeah, when someone have their face on and move back and forth, it just takes away all the relaxation for me. I don't understand. I so much want to listen to them. I wish they were just sitting there still and speaking. That would be so much more ASMR to me. Yeah, well, now I will stop. I'm getting hoarse. Talk to you soon. Much love.